The CIA says China was trying to pressure the World Health Organization to downplay the extent of the coronavirus pandemic. And so the World Health Organization did, and now thousands of people across the world have died. It's time to toss out the entire World Health Organization, including Canada's Dr. Theresa Tam. China pressured the World Health Organization to hide how bad the coronavirus pandemic was. And if the World Health Organization participated in a cover-up, then surely Dr. Theresa Tam did too. The CIA report surrounds a World Health Organization vote taken January 22nd to delay the declaration of a coronavirus pandemic. Now, I'll show you the information in the Daily Mail, but the original information comes from Newsweek, and that information was confirmed to Newsweek by 2 U.S. intelligence officials. It reads, "The CIA believes that China pressured the World Health Organization into delaying public warnings about the coronavirus early in the outbreak." The CIA report says China threatened to stop cooperating with the World Health Organization's coronavirus investigation if the organization declared the outbreak a global health emergency. The alleged delay came at a crucial time in January as the virus was spreading around the world undetected, and China was stockpiling medical equipment and protective gear made in the United States and elsewhere. The shock allegation comes as more than 82,000 Americans have died of the virus that originated in Wuhan, China last year. And the claims are likely to further fray tense relations between Washington and Beijing. The World Health Organization eventually declared the coronavirus a public health emergency on January 30th, and that was only after a confirmed meeting between World Health Organization Director General Tedros and China's Xi Jinping on January 28th. The eventual pandemic declaration did not come until March. Far too late. Look at this, though. It's not just the CIA making these claims of Chinese pressure. German newspaper Der Spiegel cited a German Federal Intelligence Service document that read, "On January 21, China's leader Xi Jinping asked the World Health Chief Tedros to hold back information about a human-to-human transmission and to delay a pandemic warning." The BND, now that's the German intelligence agency, but I don't speak German, so I'm not even going to try to tackle that one, estimates that China's information policy lost 4 to 6 weeks to fight the virus worldwide. And Canada's Chief Public Health Officer and head of the Public Health Agency of Canada, Theresa Tam's incompetent hands are involved in this mess every single step of the way. It's right here on the World Health Organization's own website. Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, Theresa Tam, is one of the 7-member advisory and oversight committee of the World Health Organization's emergency program. They're the pandemic people. What this means is Theresa Tam is one of 7 people pressured by the Chinese government to downplay the extent of the spread of the coronavirus. And it sure looks like she did just that, both in her role at the World Health Organization, delaying that pandemic declaration, and in the advice that Tam gave to Canadians and the Canadian government to fight the spread of the coronavirus. An exclusive Rebel News investigation using publicly available health committee documents presented by Tam's agency, the Public Health Agency of Canada, revealed that health agency officials briefed and warned Theresa Tam about the person-to-person spread of the coronavirus happening in China. They briefed her on January 15th, 2020. Yet 11 days later, on January 26th, Tam was telling Canadians that the virus was not spreading person to person. And 6 weeks later, even though the Public Health Agency was fully aware that travelers from China could have been exposed to the coronavirus as, like we already pointed out, they knew January 15th about the person-to-person spread of the virus in China. The health agency still censored and removed information at Canadian airports, removing any mention of China from health information provided to arriving passengers. Now, that information comes from exclusive reporting on health committee documents done here again at Rebel News. Theresa Tam has publicly told Canadians not to wear masks because she said they wouldn't help stop the spread of the disease. All the while, China was gobbling up medical protective equipment all across the globe. Now, whether Tam did it purposefully or because she was a useful idiot for China's CCP, Tam bought the communist government enough time to hoard valuable medical equipment that the Western world needed to stop the spread of the Chinese virus. Now the Chinese government sends the Western world contaminated and ineffective junk PPE. When China was done amassing their mountain of masks, then and only then, Tam said Canadians should wear them. And by then, much of the masks available were, of course, Chinese ones. Isn't that convenient? Dr. Theresa Tam is as compromised as a Chinese face mask. All of us can see in real time how she responded to China's pressure to downplay the coronavirus. That's why we have to fire Dr. Theresa Tam. Canada needs a public health officer who works for Canadians and looks out for the best interest of Canadians and doesn't do the bidding of the China-centric World Health Organization. To sign our petition, please go to firetam.com. Tam didn't just let China control the World Health Organization and her vote there. She let them take control of health policy here in Canada. Millions of Canadians are out of work. Seniors' facilities have turned into a waiting room for the city morgue. The economy is in total collapse. Debt is spiraling. China is laughing. And Tam must shoulder much of the blame. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. At Rebel News, we tell the other side of the story, and that's why I'm very excited to tell you that Rebel News has partnered with someone else who does that, the Clarion Project. Clarion challenges radical Islam and promotes fundamental human rights. And we have a special website where you can see Clarion's latest work, a video with former radical Islamist Jesse Morton, someone who threatened the creators of the TV show South Park when they were critical of the Prophet Muhammad. You can see that powerful story at rebelnews.com/Clarion.